Hi, it's Stephen here from Sunday Nation Wave, and this is day 27 of the May Daily Draws. As we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Universal Celtic Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, so today we will go there. And our card today, the Four of Swords. Very apt for the start of the weekend, a time of rest, particularly resting our minds. This may be not a time to be thinking too heavily about certain things. We may need to put them aside for a time. When I've seen this before, I've keep meaning to find out what this poem is, what it represents, and I think there's one on his foot as well. I keep forgetting. So, but that's probably because it's irrelevant at the moment. To me, what this is all about is we've put these things, these issues to the side. We get some mindful rest of the mind, mental relaxation. It can also be physical relaxation, of course, in doing that. But I think it's primarily mental relaxation. It's pausing, the things we're taking some time out. It fits with this idea of times of having fun. We were talking about when we had the Six of Cups about making new memories of fun and enjoyment and just doing things for the enjoyment of the experience. And that gives us time, that gives us the ability to put some of these other things aside, these issues, these thoughts that have been going on in our minds, these things that we've been concerned with. And yes, we may need to continue with that at some point, but maybe today at least, or for the weekend, this is not the moment. This is not the moment to be. We can put them aside for now. Unless, of course, there's something so urgent it has to be done immediately, of course. But I think that would be few and far between. Most things we could really put aside for a day or two, and just let our minds focus on something less energy consuming, or what do I say, less taxing, less stressful, less, something that doesn't require so much intense analysis of a situation or something like that. Just something we can just simply enjoy. And of course, with swords as well, being about communication as well as the mental arena, it could be that maybe at the moment, now is not the time. We may have things that are on our mind that we want to say, maybe say to certain people in certain situations. But this card may be saying that not at the moment. It's not quite the timing to say it. So that's something we need to put aside. So if there's something that's on your mind that you've been meaning to speak your mind, literally speak your mind on, and communicate that. Maybe you need to leave it for a little bit longer, just a couple of days, as I say, or a day or two, just to give a pause and get your mind off it a bit. Because when you come back to it, you may find that the way you were originally going to communicate it may not have been the best way, and that there's a better way you can communicate it, because you've given your mind a rest. You've given a pause. And it'll still be going on in the subconscious, by the way. It won't, but you can get on with other things and enjoy other things. And then when you get back to it, you'll find your subconscious has worked on it, and you may have a better understanding and a clearer idea about how to proceed. So what this card is saying is, give your mind a rest, put certain things aside for a moment. Now is not the time to be tackling certain issues, and communicating about them and saying things that you've been wanting to say. Leave it a little bit longer, give it a bit of time, and then come back to it. This is not putting aside permanently. This is just a temporary pause to give yourself a break, give your mind a rest, give your whole being a rest, and go on to other things that are a little bit more positive. And even if it's just physical rest as well, because sometimes when we're tired, when we're physically weary, our ability to communicate and deal with things is affected. We can say things that that because we're tired, and we say things we don't, and if we weren't tired, we perhaps wouldn't have said it that way. So there is benefit on taking this time. So let's bear that in mind as we start this weekend. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. And today, ribbons. To me, this is all about connections. But it's also ribbons are used in celebration. Maybe have a bit of fun. Make some good connections with people that's fun, that's enjoyable. Just like with the Six of Cups yesterday. And when you do that, it's easier to make those connections with the thoughts than that we've put aside when we take them back up again. So give ourselves a bit of a time. Give ourselves a break. Give ourselves a moment. Pause and do something less serious, a bit more fun. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 28. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.